Hey Jessica, this is John, West Coast Connects. Ron reached out, spoke with you on Friday, set up a time for us to meet on Monday, but I really wanted to go through a couple things on your site just to show you kind of areas that you could potentially build upon and what your site is currently doing that's pretty good. And honestly, at the end of the day, regardless of who you go with, at least you'll have something that you can have, you have an idea of where to get started. So feel free, if you go with somebody else, to give this to your new company and say we want X, Y, Z. If you go with us, great. Then we already kind of have an idea of where we're going. So with that, let me get started. So I looked through your site, and there's quite, like I said, there's a few things that you guys are doing really well on. So the first tip though that I would say that would really help you would be to add content to your site. So content is anything that you can highlight, whether that be pictures, text, and typically in this instance, I'm talking about text. And really, what you want for a homepage is between 1,000 to 1,500 words. That kind of lets Google know that you're kind of an expert because you have that content there that they're looking for. And that's typically what they want to see on a homepage. And really, you want a lot of content for two reasons. So the first reason you want a lot of content on your site is because you want to be found for specific keywords. So you are being found for 36 keywords. You're being ranked in the top 136 keywords, but you're not higher than the third page, so that kind of sucks. And I'll go over a couple things that will help there. And but you are being ranked for really good keywords: roof repair Las Vegas, roofing Las Vegas, roofing contractors Las Vegas. There's a lot of keywords that you're currently in the top 100 for that are very, very good keywords. So obviously you're not high enough to really get a lot of traffic, but you are ranking in the top 100, which is a good start. So and then the second reason why you want a lot of content, which goes along with that, is because content is a ranking factor. So Google has to determine what websites get ranked higher than others, right? And one of the things they use to determine that is content. And it's one of the reasons why you look at sites like Wikipedia, they do so well because there's just a ton of content there. So having a lot of content on your site will definitely help in you getting bumped up these rankings. So content would be my first tip. My second tip would be to start get a Google My Business listing going. So I don't see one here, and I, typically I would put one in Vegas if I do Vegas, maybe Henderson if I'm wanting to, if there's the volume in Henderson and Pahrump if I go that far. But you definitely want to have a Google My Business listing, and because a lot of people don't really understand how great a tool that is. So when you put in stuff like this, like roofing companies Las Vegas, the first couple things that pop up are ads, and then after that, it goes right into the top three Google My Business listings. So and what happens is these pull up as much as 40% of the traffic. So if you're looking at this particular keyword is 200 searches a month, 40 or 80 of those searches are potentially going to those top three GMBs. So really a cool tool, one that definitely can help you out and definitely could bring traffic to your site without even organically ranking. So GMBs definitely be my second tip. My third and final tip would just be to strengthen up your site. So we talked about the 36 keywords, and you have 35 websites or domains that are sending 112 links back to your site. So really, you do have a few things going on, but you want to continue to build upon that. And the reason why is because you want to create it's called a World Wide Web. You want to create this huge web with your site that's interconnected to a lot of different things. And what Google will see there is that they see that you're doing, like, you're almost an expert in your particular field, and that your site is growing, and that's connected to social media, and that it's connected to other roofing companies throughout the country, and that you have enough content and you have enough stuff that they can send people to your site, and that's kind of what you want. And what that does is that builds up the strength here, okay? And this is really kind of what you're building up. This is your trust, and this is your strength. And typically, especially for roofing, you want to be in the high 20s or 30s, and you really want a 1-to-1 ratio or something close. So if this is a 30, you'd like to see that as a 30. Okay, so you got a little ways to go, but this is a really good start. And then looking at kind of your competition. So this is One Stop Roof Shop. Okay, and they're ranking number one for this particular organically for this particular keyword. And their site again, they're in the 30s here, not quite as high here. They are ranking for a lot of keywords here, so they're doing really well there. So definitely something that you could get to, and as you saw, you're not too far off. 19 and 9. You actually have a higher domain rating than they do, but their UR rating is a lot higher, so their trust is a lot higher, so they're getting some of that traffic. So again, just to recap, add content, get a GMB up and running, and really go after some of those keywords that have high volume. And then 3, build up the strength of your site and keep connecting and building up that web. So, again, this is something we'd love to help you with, but even if we don't, at least you have an idea of a couple things that'll help build your site up and get you going. So, with that, have a great day, and look forward to talking to you today. All right, thank you. Have a great day.